It's Nylak here. Today we're going to just do a quick run in the whole Master Yael. I've beat him with this character set a couple times already, all the way through D4. But I'm going to see how far I can get with him during this run without using a defense stance, just as a little challenge. Let me actually get set up here, then I'll switch to the screen. All right, so we're going to go this. Let's get all this stuff closed out. Okay, so I should be pretty good. This is the first time I am streaming to both Twitch and YouTube at the same time um, through Restream. I don't have a paid account on Restream yet. I'm just trying it out first to see how it works. So I have no idea if we will get any viewers or not on either channel. But I do have the Restream chat up, so hopefully I will see chat coming in from Twitch and YouTube. If not, then it'll be on the VOD. So we're going to run out right in. I already did kill the Scareling. Oh yeah, and after I kill this guy, I'm not going to charm. I'm just going to use my standard pet. I'm just going to dispatch this guy real quick. And I am an Ogre, but I like to do different builds or illusions, rather, when I do this stuff. And then the other thing I like to do is I like to grow. So let me just do that real quick before we pull Yael and this elemental here. Be a big. There we go. So now we're a halfling, but we're a little bit bigger than normal. And let's take a look. Where is, okay, here is this guy. I know when I pull him, it's going to pull Yael, so I'm just going to run up and dot him. That's going to basically mostly kill him. And then we'll get right on to fighting big guy. This is D0, of course, so this should be pretty easy. Fizzle. I don't see very many fizzles these days at this level. And I don't need all this stuff on him really for this run, but I'm kind of practicing the rotation. I don't think I did this in a very optimized way. I should have probably had a slugs on me before I started. Now let's see what's wearing off. Anything? Nothing yet. Heal going. I could let my on this one I could, and I also have not depth of thought at him or anything. I probably should be, because the harder levels I definitely want to be taking their mana. So let's do that real quick as well. A little bit late, but again, D0, just a practice run here. Dot. Okay, so what do we get? Brell's Girdle and Serpent's Tooth. Perfect. So we will jump out of this one, and we've got all our buffs just fresh, so we don't need to rebuff. Just be able to jump right back in. Trying to get all these done before reset, because I have not done my Yaels yet this week. I don't really need too much from him, but I do have my pet using Earthquaker or Shaker. Is it Shaker? I'll have to look. Or Shaker, I think. But I have my pet using that, so it wouldn't hurt to get that upgraded a little bit. Just loading back in here. All right. Gonna grow again. Quick. Jump right into it. So for the Puma, actually we still have to do a couple things here. Build this real quick. If I hit attack. Is that Scareling? There's a Scareling. I don't remember if you attack the Scareling inside here if he comes. So we're going to let him path at least quite a bit of the way. Good enough. Let's follow him out. Him real quick. All right, and we're just going to do the same thing here. If anybody has any tips on if you don't have to kill these guys, that'd be great, but I think you do. And I did the same thing again, didn't re... I'm going to try to just use Corrupted. Get the slow on him. So this is D1, so again, this is going to be pretty easy. We're not going to use defense again. I'm going to hit Theft of Thought a little bit quicker this time. Start getting some of that mana back. Get all these dots going. And again, I don't need listless on him, but it doesn't hurt because I'm just practicing the rotation for D4. Now we're just going to go into standard damage here. We apply dots when we can. Go into Divine, get a little bit more juice on our heals. And that'll about do it for that one. Loam Encrusted Robe and an Earthshaker, which we will go ahead and upgrade. And then we're going to pop out, come right back in on D2. Buffs are still looking good. I don't think I have to rebuff anything. Had one viewer pop in, didn't, what we're doing must not have interested him, so he popped right back out. That's okay. I'm going to go into a D2 now. Welcome, whoever joined the stream here. It's first time streaming to Twitch and YouTube at the same time, and only my third stream of EverQuest Legends. Feel free to pop something in the chat if the stream sounds okay and looks okay. It is sometimes hard to tell, and first time I'm using Restream as well, so I'm trying to get used to that interface to make sure I can see all of the chat. All right, so we'll take just a second, make my halfling big, like he has been for the last 2 runs. I think we have 3 viewers now. Welcome, guys. I'm just doing a quick challenge run. Just have to do my weeklies for Yael, and I wanted to give it a try without using defensive stance. So I did D0 and D1. Now I'm just running into D2. Clear the trash real quick. Just check if any buffs are going to be wearing off. I don't think so. And here comes that fetid. We got to kill him first, and then we'll kill the elemental. Why are you stopping there? Oh, and that one did pull Yael, so I guess we're fighting. So now I know that I can't pull him like that, so that's okay. Oh, I was not in over channel, but still landed. Get my dots on him. Take some of his mana here. I don't think he's going to last long enough to use all of his mana anyway. Then we'll just reapply the dots. Get a different view here. I like that. All right, a little nut. Get Odium back on. And looks like Bolt is about to wear off as well. Stamina's holding up pretty good, or endurance rather. Know that I have Puma. I don't think I put Puma on my pet either. Is definitely a loss of DPS, so let's get that on. And buffs are still looking good for the next round as well, as this one ends here in a second. Serpent's Tooth Dagger, Neil Steel Plate Boots, and another Brell's Girdle that will just auto upgrade here. All right, on to D3. So quick D3, then D4. Still trying to do it without without defensive stance. Certainly should be doable. I'm in pretty good planar gear. Still got quite a few upgrades using a +10 Fangle as my weapon. Not using Charm because there's really no good Charm pets on Yael to use. But figured I'd try this out instead of standard using defensive stance. I will say it does go quite a bit faster, it seems. And of course, Yael is a wizard, so he's not really doing a ton of melee damage anyway. All right, I do need to get my stamina back up. I'll have to remember in between attempts to, I should be able to go and clear trash. Hopefully without aggroing. There's the Fiend. Need the Fiend to pop over here. I mean, I probably could fight him with those two ads. It wouldn't be that big of a deal, but I'd rather not. Get my stamina back. I need that Fiend to path over here just so I can kill it. But if my stamina is back before he pass, I'm just going to go ahead and kill them. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to buff my pet with Puma, buff myself with Puma. the slugs on myself. We're just going to dot up this guy. Okay, we're going to get them all dotted up. Getting some of my heals going with slugs that I finally remember to cast beforehand. Steal a little bit of his mana. Let's get a different view going again. Okay, we've got everything on him. You know what? Let me hit him with a listless as well, just for good measure. And I'm going to pop into Divine so my superiors have a little bit more kick. Reapply my dots. Stay in over channel until we rebolt. Use inversion to quickly put slugs on. Puma. Wish Puma lasted a little bit longer. I do have it upgraded, I think, to level 4, but it could definitely last longer. Let's get my hits in here going. Hit a Rampage. I always forget to use Rampage. I wouldn't get it again. It's hard to remember to use it. I wish it was an auto skill, but it is unfortunately not. Throw a stun. Normally I would go into Channeler stance here before I cannibalize, but I'm not going to in this case. To do the same challenge this upcoming week on the harder mobs, you know, starting with Nag and Vox. Also need to try and kill those without charming, because right now my only D4 kills are with charming a fire giant, both for Nag and Vox. That pulled aggro. Just about done with this one. Probably need to put abolish disease on my bar for the next one. All right, so that one was pretty easy, as expected. I mean, he's the easier of all the bosses, I think. All right, one more. I've had pretty good luck with the Earth Shakers. Check my pet here in a second just to see what level it's gotten to, but let's head into D4. Do a quick check of my buffs once we're in there, but it looks like we might be okay. Maybe Chloroplast we might need. Think after I'm done with this, I might go do a quick sky run. I'm not the best at doing sky, but I'd have cleared it quite a few times. So I'm getting there. Let's see, chloroplast. Yeah, we're gonna recast that. Let me get my grow on. Get my big halfling going. Go, big halfling. And then we are going to just recast chloroplast. And I'm going to throw abolish poison, not poison, disease in case I get slowed during this one. Those are my pet buffs. Clarity is okay. I'll recast it anyway. So here we go. All right, so already did D0 through D3. Easy Yael runs on this warrior, shaman, enchanter. Just doing it without defensive stance, staying in striker stance the whole time. So I think we're good to go. I found last time, it seems like if the fiend's there and you pull the other elemental, it'll pull Yael, but the fiend doesn't seem to come, so. I get impatient, but let's see. Okay, he's coming back up. Or maybe not. All right, we're probably just going to go ahead and do it. Get Puma going on both. Ooh, I don't want that on. Puma going on both. I'm just going to put a quick slugs on for my early heals. Good measure. And then we are going to just pull these guys. Probably get all three, but this thing will just die. Yeah, I guess you only get Yael, so. Let's see if the fiend aggroes. Fiend did aggro, that's okay. I'm gonna need to get some dots or something on Fiend and the Elemental, otherwise they're not gonna die, so. And I am stunned. Gotta get these things. I didn't keep like Mez or anything. AE Mez, I probably should have. Because why am I? Well, I can't see them. That is the problem. Pet's up there. I think taking Yael, or Yael is just casting on me, one or the other, but we do have to get these guys down. Not a very clean run, but that's okay. Now I'm rooted, so I can't do much, but I am going to get my dots on him. I think my pet was just over there tanking him the whole time. Defense is not defensive stance once you get a lot of AAs, and my AC's at 521. Definitely isn't necessary anymore, at least on Yale. Do some challenge runs just to see where the power's at. My slowed, so let's get rid of that. Pet is slowed as well, so we'll take care of his slow here in a second. Get our health back up here, then we'll cannibalize. I think I was healing my pet instead of myself there for a second. I am slowed again. Rid of its mana. Two Earthshakers at +4. Nice. So my pet's Earthshaker is currently at +5. And now +6. Very nice. All right, so not a huge challenging run there, but I had to do my Yales, and I think I ended up getting 4 or 5 Earthshakers there, and with a nice double there at the end, to get my pet's Earthshaker up to a +6, which is quite nice for a pet. So yeah, so that was pretty easy. I think now I'm going to run over to the plane of sky. Good thing is I am, we'll do just one run of plane of sky. So pretty sure I'm still bound there. So we don't have to spend any time actually running. Got a couple of viewers. Feel free to type something in the chat. I'd love to know how the sound is, how the video quality is. It is the first time I'm streaming to both Twitch and YouTube at the same time, and using this Restream platform and the Restream interface. So I got it on the chat tab, but I'm not sure if that's where it'll come through or not. So we're just gonna zone into Sky here. I will not be doing Sky as a challenge with no defensive stance though. All right, we are going to do a quick rebuff before we start. Change my buff set. Probably going to change my illusion. It's hard enough to see stuff that's floating up in the air when you're a big race, much less a little tiny halfling. Well, I guess if we grow him, he'd be okay. And I am not going to be using the pet here. I will be using charm. And we've got a sky set. Definitely not going to be doing sky on level 4. All right, coming into sky. I've made some decent progress with my sky quests. I do have quite a few things left to get to unlock classes, and I have not unlocked any classes yet. But I also have not done nearly as many runs, I think, as some people have. Some people are just doing it, just over and over and over again, and I get pretty bored, so I go level another character or something. All right, we are going to start with the princess. And I'm sure I'm not doing this in the most optimal way. Get the princess hasted, and it looks like I need to rehaste myself as well before we go up. And I don't really mess around too much. I like to just kill all these guys. You get some good AAs. Sure, on hold. Where is my extended target? I've lost my extended target window. So I'll get that back up here in a second. Oh, and my pet broke. That's the problem. This could be bad. Normally pet does not break that fast. Here we got the pet again. It's done. Alright, let's get some health going before we... Can't really tell which one I'm on here because I've lost my extended target window, which is up here somewhere. There it is. Okay. Now we just kind of cycle through these guys, keep them mezzed, my health up, mezz new ones that come, and let the pet just thrash it. Get a Spirit of Puma on the pet and myself here in a second once I get just a little bit of health. Go. Alright, let's get the Puma going now. Find that if I stand here, they just kind of all come eventually, which is fine. I do like to clear this island just because I go back and forth a couple times and I don't have to worry about aggroing anything. And the pet takes it down pretty quick. I use the pet up to use the Spirit Princess up to the bee island, and then I leave her and try and get a bee. Some people go right up to the bee island, get the bee, and then kind of come back through. I'm just doing it a little bit differently. Let's see how many AAs we're starting with on this run. 7. I have 7 that aren't spent. Hey. Welcome to any of the viewers. Just doing a sky run here with my warrior, Enchanter, Shaman. Got the Thunder Princess charmed. Just started, so I do like to clear that island just because it gives some good AAs. Put it on the pet damage for a little while on the right just to see what it's doing. Need loot over here, see what we're getting from loot. Did just do, if you weren't here before, I just did my Yael runs, and on the D4 I got 2 Earthshakers, which was pretty cool. Where is my, oh, my pet is up killing another Azrak somewhere in the sky. Now she's back on the protector. Alright, so that island is cleared. That's the only one I typically clear, although I will say, like, just killing other mobs, a lot of times I'll come down and I will kill this guy because he does sometimes path into the room. Some people use this as a pet. Might get some ads here while I'm killing this guy, but that's okay. Not in it for a speed run necessarily, because all the kills are really nice AAs. Can always use more AAs. I think right now what I'm saving up for, it's probably Burst of Power. Get that to 9. Sometimes you get some ads in this room and it's really annoying, but it's not too bad typically. Start with a slugs just because. And I'm also going to try to slow this guy. I have a hard time landing slow on the main guy. And see, then you're instantly stunned, which kind of sucks. Can't really see what's going on here, but that's also okay. This guy all dotted up. Big thing is to keep my health up, because if the pet breaks and I get stunned like I am right now, it can lead to bad things. I like to keep slugs on, that way I always have heals. Go ahead and dot this guy up. I have seen some people say you can pacify the harpy and then not fight him. I don't remember if I need that or not, so I'll check that later. But I have never had any luck pacifying the harpy. It always aggroes. Let's step out a little bit so we can actually see what we're doing. And once this is down, we'll be done with this island for now. One thing I still have to do is get magic resist reduction items for my when I charm. I just have not gone back to Lower Gook. This one is typically... Oh, I'm healing the pet. That's fine. This one is typically pretty fast as well. Depending on if I get any ads. And I know min-maxing, I should be using Werewolf on me and the pet, but I'm not that concerned with it. I got lucky. Put the pet on hold. It's gonna come over here a little bit. Out of pathing. Stunned from behind. Not put any, because I am an ogre. I've not put any points into anti-stun yet. So if I get hit from behind or on the side or whatnot, I definitely do get stunned still. Alright, dot it all up. Some Puma going. And then, am I still in that stance? Make sure this lands on me. Easy peasy. I think I might need that shield. Pretty sure I don't need that. I know I don't need the Death Gestures match, yes, but I'll just destroy all that stuff later. Alright. Click this off for now. On to Colin 5. And if I aggro on the way, I don't really care. We'll just slaughter them really quickly. Sometimes I end up with a huge fight here, which is kind of fun. So we just mez, and then we get the pet in. These will typically split. Oh, the pet's on hold. Let the pet loose here. So these, of course, split once. And a lot of times, I think all the time, the Pegasus guys split twice. I'm gonna go into full stamina, so we'll try and hurry this up. Go into Striker. A lot of times I don't spend any time trying to slow. I might throw a stun on because that's 8 seconds of, or should be 8 seconds of stun from not taking damage in between my damage and the pet's damage. Oh, we're gonna get some more ads here. I think, no, maybe not. Sorry, just trying to get the camera back. No, that's not the view I want. Alright, one more. There we go. Alright. Kill myself by messing with the camera. Get the mez going. It might be on a different mob than my pet. Going to defense for a second just to get back under control. That one didn't split. I'm going to take off this illusion, get on another one here after this fight. Like how short that guy is. Alright, last one if we don't aggro. Let's see what we did for AAs. About to get another ding on that AA. Love this combo. Got the tankiness of the warrior. Does some pretty decent damage. Got the dots when you need them from the Shaman. And the heals from the Shaman. Cannibalize. And then you got the clarity and everything from the Enchanter. Those should de-aggro. I do kind of the same thing here. I just pick a spot in the middle. And I just kind of get a bunch to come and take them out one at a time. It's like we've aggroed 5. Oh, the blind is no fun at all. I think my pet and I are maybe on 2 different ones. It's okay. No, 2 of those mobs on me were still from the other island, but they did de-aggro just now. Alright, still don't see any chat. That's okay. I don't know if that just means nobody's chatting or if that means that I am not. Let's have a notification. I don't know what those are for. So yeah, I don't know if chat's just not working or nobody's chatting. Either way is fine. I am just learning the ins and out of streaming. There's some dots on this guy. He's got a few hit points. And we're just gonna continue on. Maybe give myself a heal here. Just checking my buffs. Clarity is gonna go off in a second, so we'll recast that with my clicky. Swift like the wind. Got 4 minutes. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and recast those as well. Everything else looks pretty good. On the way to the portal, we'll just take out another bunch of these guys for the experience. Puma's a little bit of a pain to keep on, but I'm going to keep it going because it's such good DPS. Alright. Guys down. Let's finish these guys off. Kill the Lord, and then we'll move on to the next island. May have to take a quick break when I get to the next island. Go let my dog out. He is down there barking up a storm. He also wants to eat. So I will do that real quick on the next island. Once I get to a safe spot, of course. Alright, just gonna go and finish this guy off real quick. Okay, we got 6 viewers at the moment, so I'm just doing a quick sky run. I am level 50 warrior, shaman, enchanter. This is only my 3rd stream. So still getting to know the systems. I'm using Restream, as you can see right now. I'm not a member of Restream, that's why there's the watermark in the upper right. I probably will subscribe to it. I just wanted to try it out first to stream to both Twitch and YouTube at the same time. Still not sure if the chat's working or not. And I'm also not sure if the stream sounds good or looks good or not. Oh, that was going to kill me if I just did that. All right, so what I do here, because I don't want this guy anymore, I'm actually going to, oh, I would click that off, but it's not letting me, so just spell it. I'm going to mez him or her. And then I am going to invis. And then we're going to go right up to the B island after I invis here. And I'm going to run over here and hide for a second. And then I do need to AFK for just a couple of minutes. So let me hide here. So I do need to AFK for just a couple of minutes while I go and let my dog out. So I will be right back. Okay, I am back. One thing I'm actually realizing is that the stream is way behind me. I'll have to look at that. I know when I streamed to just YouTube, it was pretty close on. I had set it to low latency, but restream has got to be 30 to 60 seconds behind because I'm looking at myself fighting still on the bird island. Haven't even gone and killed the Lord yet. So it's just catching up and fighting the Lord. That's crazy how far behind that is. So I definitely have to look at that because that will be hard to make chat work if I ever get a decent audience with chat. All right. Make sure I have everything I need. I don't. Well, I probably should have kept that on, but that's okay. Sometimes this goes well, sometimes it does not go well. But what we're gonna do first is we're gonna try and pacify this guy. We've got the charm. I'm gonna get a haste on this bee. I've had one problem with up here. Sometimes I get this bee, level 50 bee, that neither my pet or I can hit. Not really want to put this on my pet. Alright, so we got the 3 split. So we're gonna mez. Get on the one my pet's on. Get some health. Ooh, broke. Need to get another. Get another mez going here. Oh no. That was not well done. Too distracted. Wow. That was not good. We're going to rebuff and get right back up there, but that was not well done at all. When I mezzed, I got the charm, I recharmed, I got the mez on, and then I forgot to turn off attack. So the pet re-attacked, and I did not get myself re-healed, unfortunately. And I think I accidentally panicked and unchecked defensive stance. So just all in all, just not a good showing there. Boy, I cannot believe how far Restream is behind. I am going to have to take a look at that to figure out what I can do about that. Get more into a low latency type situation. Get my buffs back up, and I'll run right back up. Shouldn't take too long. But then all those bees are going to be in the same spot, so we're going to have to figure that out. You know what? Maybe we'll run Wood Elf. Actually, I want to run Ixar. So going back up here in a second. To Bee Island, get my bee back root or charmed again. That was the wrong set. This one. I think I just need clarity on in my brambles. Clicky. All right, so go. Let's just take off this for now. And now we're running back up to, you know what? I already clicked. I should have went and killed, I should have grabbed the princess and killed a couple of the Freddies first. That's okay. Although I will say I don't like to get to the last island and have both the bosses up there at the same time. That's not that fun. Oh, I'm watching myself on the delayed stream just being terrible on those bees. I'm going to be back up there before the stream catches up. That is no good. Have to figure that out, as I've said a couple times now. All right, so what do we got going on here? So I guess for right now, I can just charm one of these guys and see what happens. So that's what I'm going to do. Make sure he's attacking the same one. Wow, this beat's hitting 450. Which does mean that, actually maybe that's what they all have for, but it does mean that if he breaks, I'm not in defense. I don't think I'm going to haste him until do that. All right, let's get my heels going. All right, so now I'm probably going to need to, so you stay there. This one, I think we'll only split once, maybe. Now that I've killed 3 splitter. gonna go ahead and haste this guy. Sure, I'm defensive. I don't need that. Puma on this guy. Auto sell that piece of junk. Why do I still have 2 left? I wouldn't have thought I would have had 2. Not sure which one to kill here. I think kill this one first. This might be the boss, because it's taken a long time to kill. That's okay, we'll just keep the other one mezzed here. Oh, I got my pet on hold. My pet's not even attacking. Now watch the hit points go down. Get pulled off of this thing. Just keep going attacking. Keep this other guy mezzed and in control here. Alright, so B-Boss is down. I'm gonna go ahead and kill this. I do imagine they will eventually nerf the ability to charm bees, but it'll be unfortunate for people coming behind, because definitely a lot of people are being able to take advantage of it right now. It just melts things with haste, and especially once I put Puma on it, if I keep it on. Alright, so that is Bee Island. Definitely made a mistake earlier, and we'll just run up here and kill this guy real quick. These drakes, I've tried to clear this island, and man, it is hard because those things just... those things, once they aggro, they are just relentless and slow and stunning you. Where's my bee? Where is my bee? Oh, I have him guarding. Why did I have him guarding? There he is. Alright, welcome whoever happens to be watching. I'd love for somebody to just throw something into the chat if you're watching on YouTube or Twitch, just because I'm trying to make sure that I'm doing things right and I can actually see the chat. So hopefully there isn't anybody chatting and I'm just not seeing it. Sometimes what I'll do here is I'll throw a slugs on my pet, because that way if it breaks, it takes a little while for it to catch up. So we're going to go to the last island here, killed that boss, and then we've got to run back through and kill all the greedies. And I am going to... Sometimes I have a bit of a problem with slowing her. Gonna get some heals going before, and I'm gonna try Tash, Malaise, and then an overchannel slow. Let's see, although the Malaise didn't even land, so let's just try with Tash. Don't have to slow it because the pet's gonna tear it down, but if it breaks, then I'm pretty much dead with both of these hitting me, so it's kind of a crapshoot here. Probably the safer thing would be for me to send the pet in at a distance and throw a large sky lapis. I don't remember what class that is for, but I think maybe Shadow Knight, and I think I already have it, unfortunately. All right, so now we're going to go back and do all the greedies. And then probably going to be done streaming after this because I need to feed the dog and do some other stuff and be back on later, but I'm not sure what I'm going to do later. Maybe level a different class. Maybe bring my warrior cleric enchanter to lower Gook. That's what I'll do. One thing I'd love for them to do that they did in Monsters and Memories is when something is charmed, it puts a little halo over the charm mob's head, like this little like effect. And same thing with Mez. Every mob that's mezzed, it puts a little effect on them. Really makes it easy to tell what you're doing as an enchanter. I keep this Golden and Freddy stuff, hoping that someday they make it to where if you get things to +10, then you can take it off and make it into an ornament. But all right, so now we are going to yeah, that's where I want to be. Just see what this guy can do. I don't think I normally mez or charm the first level B. This is the second level B, level 55 guy. He just seems to melt people pretty good. Hitting 450s, that's just absurd. You can get crazy AAs with the bees. Don't want that guy roaming onto me. Got 10 AAs, so I'm gonna do this burst of power. Wish I could scroll back a little bit more on the camera. I don't know why I'm chancing going out of defensive. I'm not staying out of going back into defensive, because if that B breaks, he is just going to melt me pretty fast. I like that Tash. Oh, the B broke. That's why. Let's see. See if I can get it on in time. Oh no. This is going to be a death. I don't think I'm going to get it on in time and then get a heal. Nope. That's what can happen very quickly with people. You know, people say that charm is without danger, but it certainly is not. You can have a bad break at any time. And fighting that mob while the bee breaks is a bad time. So we're going to very quickly rebuff, get back up there, and finish this out. While that's going, I'm going to go to YouTube, see what the stream looks like there. Live. Okay. So it's Nylak here. Okay, YouTube is not far behind the looks of it, which is good. Oh yeah, YouTube's only, let's see, let's wait and see. And let's go buffs 2. You see my chat over there, so that seems to be working from Restream. But Twitch. Viewer on Twitch. Alright, just gonna rebuff here and then get back up there, finish, grab the B again. Hopefully it didn't die. Shouldn't have. I think our Ix are a little bit bigger. Alright, last buff. And then I'm gonna go and do sky mode here. Two deaths on this run. Not very there's times where I do it with none, but there's other times where I get bad breaks. I do need to go and farm those minus magic resist items. Maybe I'll take that later tonight. I will do level my cleric and Guck and go get some of those. Alright, so just back up to recharm the bee. And then finish this run off and then see if we got anything that we needed for the quests. Yeah, Okay, although is he on this island? Yeah, I'm gonna have to do something different. So I'm gonna, oh no, there's the bee right there. So he stayed here, which is good. Let's see if I can grab him. Okay. AI viewers streamboo.com. I don't know what that means. Streamboo.com. I'll have to look that up, whatever that means. Does that mean I don't have any real viewers right now? Or you are a bot? I'm not sure what that means. Alright, getting some ads here, but that's fine. I'd rather get them now than get them once I pull the boss. And it's good AA experience. Got an ad. I'm gonna go ahead and mez to get rid of it. Not get rid of it, but just get it holding. I'm gonna keep myself full health here in case this bee breaks. No, I don't need. No, I don't know. That's a different name. It's not the War Mace. Can't even reach this guy. Go. Just kill this real quick. Should stay. If I had more time, I'd just stay on this island and clear it for the AAs, but the fact that each of these splits into 2 yellows and then each of those goes to a red, it just adds up very quickly. You don't have to move. This thing just absolutely tears them up. Melted that thing. Oh, I guess it only had like 25% hit points, but it went down fast. As long as Charm doesn't break, these will be easy to clear, but if Charm does break, then that could be a whole nother. Let's just see by doing this how many. So we've got 2 AAs, 28%. See how many we end up, what we end up with after we kill all these. So 23%. So what do we get from a red level 56? 7%. I don't think there is a faster way to farm AAs. If you really wanted to farm them, then to just be up here with a bee, charmed pet, and just killing everything that you come across. All right, let's just finish this out. Slaughter as we run to the portal. Of course, it broke. Not going to take any chances. We're going to get a mez off. I don't know why that guardian is still hitting me. Right, now the bee is on him again. I am just going to sit here and put myself up. Oh, not a drake. Anything but a drake. Oh, they're the worst. Absolute worst. Alright, kill that thing. We need to get full health. I don't know where this thing came from. Oh no. I don't want to be anywhere near you, Mr. Drake. Ugh, those things are the worst. Alright, let's get out of here. I do need to get a haste on my bee. So we'll do that. Spirit Lord. I thought I killed the Spirit Lord before, but maybe not. Maybe I skipped it. Get him pillage, because last thing I want is for the bee to break. Spirit Lord is still got Swift on. Start healing this guy up a little bit to get him ready for the next fight. You know, he does have a ton of HP. wooden flute. I don't think I have that yet, so that should help me finish a quest. Oh, these drakes. But they do not aggro. Maybe the restream wasn't too far behind. Maybe I just paused it and then hit play again at some point. Because now when I refreshed it, it's right on a second or so. Just slowing this in case the bee breaks. I'm actually going to also put a slugs on them again in case it breaks so that he can't charge at me. All right, another Freddy standard, a bow, which I already have, and I'm pretty sure I have a ton of wind staff, so no help there. All right, so this stream I did my Yale 0 through 4 without defensive stance. That was not much of a challenge, really. And then did a quick sky run, not as quick as I'd like it to have been because I had 2 deaths. And I am going to end it there. Maybe come back later and do some streaming of a leveling a cleric with my warrior and enchanter. So don't know if I had any real viewers, but if you're watching on demand or if you're watching, the 2 viewers I have are watching and they're real people. Thank you, and we will see you next time.